like it. The mid game is strong with clutch gamers lineup, and they're never really going to be in a position where it's like, okay guys, we can't get any more farm, we can't scale any further, because this alchemist will make sure that they are having an infinite scaling possibility. And now the tanking on top and does far back himself away. Not going to be happening though, as they shoot out the shots with the Tusk, and that is going to be the first blood on this tanking. He did skill up his bar strike for that as well, so enough so the pull worked. But the Rubik goes in and he's like, nah, not happening. Unfortunate, but you know, the tanking still have an okay time. He does get levels. Now he went for Power Strike onto the Vengeful Spirit. Will be Magic Missile up. Looks like he's going to take a lot of damage. In the meantime, Lift comes out as well. They try to burn him down, but the Yoga Magi is being so goddamn annoying against this Vengeful Spirit, bashing him up in the face. And looks like Bombax might be the next one to fall. They have another Magic Missile available in 1 second. Looks like he is indeed going to... Oh, as I say that though, the tanking barely gets in time to get that Bar Strike off. Kills the Vengeful Spirit. The Yoga Magi will survive as well for the time being. 5 seconds to go for the next shots. The tanking needs to get himself out of there. He goes for a little hit onto that Tusk, and that is going to be the end of it. They might go for the tanking next, as he does not have enough mana for Bar Strike. The Vengeful Spirit comes back and Lift comes out, and that is going to be a dead tanking, as it will be a 1-for-1 trade-off in the top lane. But the tanking managing to shut down the Vengeful Spirit first is going to be well worth it. He could have avoided dying there, but I mean, in the end, it's still good enough. The Yoga Magi survived, and that was like right on thought.
Radiant's middle tower is
I can't even say that like one offlane or the other is doing better, because both offlaners is getting a good amount of farm. They're getting good levels. The Yoga Magi does get picked off here by the Shadow. Alright, let's see. Bottom lane looks like the next assassin might be a little bit in trouble, but he does turn around and gets a nice back carapace done off. He goes invisible now as he just takes level 6, and he goes invis. He walks away. He will be able to survive. He picks up Arcane Boost. He might be able to turn around and go on this Weaver if he feels like it, as he would have to hit him, then he would have to use his mana boots to get that impale off. But that would be a lot of damage being done. He tries to. He gets a hit off. He just backs himself up. He does have that impale available, but it's not enough damage. He just does a little bit of damage just to annoy the Weaver a little bit. He does secure his levels here as well, and that is going to be level 7 from all of these creeps. So all in all, that's a very nice turnaround. He survives. He gets a kill on the disruptor, as the Nyx Assassin is trying to run him down. He doesn't have his impale available just yet. In the meantime, the Weaver makes the rotation to the top lane, goes in, shoots out his Swarm, gets a kill on the Nyx Assassin. Maybe they get him as well. The Tusk dropped down first. The Nyx Assassin turns around, gets a kill in the tanking, but it looks like the Nyx Assassin will die either way. He gets a Spike Carapace done off. They're still going to be chasing him. They don't want to give up this kill, and I'm pretty sure they will be able to get it, as the Weaver goes in, gets a double hit off. Not enough to kill the Nyx. He still survives. The Weaver might be in trouble. Goes for the time lapse. Will be alive for the moment. Kinetic Field controls Vengeful Spirit. He is going to be put in place. They do have the glimpse available as well. They don't want to go for it just yet. They might be forced to do that. They glimpse him back on that Vengeful Spirit. They finally bring him down, but the Nyx Assassin goes in, 2-man impale. They kill the Yoga, they kill the Weaver, they kill the Disruptor. They lose no one on RRQ side. What? Yeah, sure, we have enough damage for the Vengeful Spirit. Then a simple like 2-stick or something like that was enough to keep the Vengeful Spirit alive, and then he had to use the glimpse delayed rather than just instantly using it. And now they might lose the tanking again, as another magic missile comes out, and that is going to be Kel'Thuzad's next kill on the tanking. He is sitting on a, let's see, 2-1 and 5 score right now. He's level 7. And net worth wise, they're suddenly banking up a lot of gold inside of RRQ, as they're 10 for 2. So that's a lot. That's a lot. Mid lane, in the meantime, the Shadow Fiend a little bit in trouble, but they TP in on the Nyx Assassin. Another good rotation being made from him. The Alchemist, in the meantime, is going in, maybe trying to get a kill on that Shadow Fiend. They do in the mid lane, so kind of obvious that he's smoked. And the scan comes out from the Dire side. They know this is happening. The Alchemist needs to get himself out of here, but he's walking the other way. Don't go this way. Static Storm comes out. He's trying to bait it out a little bit. He does have his armlet. He does manage to toggle the armlet nicely, though. And looks like the Shadow Fiend will be taken down. The Vengeful Spirit tries to go for TP out. He will be killed as well. So the turnaround does happen. The bait is real from the side of Clutch Gamers. They baited very well Aquila, so a lot of small items just to set up for some stats and survivability. And the Yoga Magi, in the meantime, level 6 in the bottom lane. Ooh, he gets jumped on. Impale comes out, and that is going to be a dead Ogre, as the Rubik will finish a lot of gold.
Bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures
Alright, bottom T1 tower is going to be taken down by RQ. The Rubik moves in, tries to get some vision down, but the Weaver is going to be in position. Borrow Strike comes out, stolen Borrow Strike. They impale the Weaver as well. They have a magic missile. They get it off. Is he going to die in time? They kill him. They finally get him down. That was 4 stuns, one by one, as they brought down the Weaver, not allowing him to use his time. In the meantime, the Echo Saber comes out. Vengeful Spirit tries to go for a swap to stop that Echo Saber for epicenter from being used on that Sand King, but it's not going to be good enough. In the meantime, the Nyx Assassin tries to go for the spike CG.Rappy. He does get played around with a little bit by Bombacks as he tried to use the animation, cancel it, and then used it again. Finally got it off without the spike CG.Rappy doing anything from the Nyx Assassin. In the meantime, the Nyx Assassin is going to be worked at. He does have a few more seconds to go. Impale comes out, 2-man Impale gets hit. They might be able to bring down the Disrupt. It looks like that's going to be the case. Borrow Strike comes out. The Sand King still tries to fight up against the Nyx Assassin. He wants that kill on the Nyx, and the Shadow Fiend comes in from the side. Sandstorm comes out, Double Raise comes out. The Shadow Fiend will be able to get the kill on the Sand King as well. And again, the Nyx Assassin doing so much. Double impales, finding the solo pickoffs every single time, and he survives again. This guy is playing the Nyx Assassin so beautifully. 2-0-6, still not having a death to his name. He's getting lots of assists for his team. He's setting up a ton of kills as well. And now he has his Midas completed, so his farm is going to skyrocket very, very quickly. Let's see what else happened. Looks like the Shadow Fiend found a little solo Requiem Bomb on that Weaver. That's going to be a nice follow-up kill, as he already died once in the bottom lane. Now let's see Bombacks. He gets swapped in the bottom lane. Might be a little bit in trouble. They go on him. They hit the snowball as well. The Fate Bolt comes out from the Rubik. He lifts up the Disruptor, trying to keep him in control, but that is going to be all they can get. The Ogre gets taken down, and the top. In the meantime, he's scouting out the area. He is setting up for potential gank on this Alchemist, as they want to stop him from farming. They want to shut down this guy. They have shut down everyone else so far. They're 19 for 7. The only one they still have yet to go on is the Alchemist in the jungle. He now tried to go for TPR. He will be a little bit in trouble. He's getting blocked by this Nyx Assassin. Very, very annoying a hero. The Nyx Assassin tries to go in. The snowball comes out. The Armlet gets popped. Looks like they will be able to go on him. Oh, they didn't actually pick up that Nyx Assassin though with that snowball. In the meantime, the Vengeful Spirit on the sidelines gets jumped on with the epicenter, as well as a Static Storm from the Sand King. They bring down the Vengeful Spirit. They're now looking to go for that Tusk as well. The Tusk should be taken down easily, and indeed he will be dropped down. Glimpse back on the Nyx Assassin. This is going to be a big kill if they can get it. He's still not died this game. Keep that in mind. Borrow Strike comes out from the Rubik, trying to control them. 2-man stun from the Alchemist. He goes in. Raze comes out from the Shadow Fiend, brings down the Disruptor, but they get the kill on the Rubik. They don't get the kill on the Nyx Assassin though. They bring, oh, he's in vision. They see him, but it's not good enough. Putting down a Sentry Ward. They didn't have any dust available, and he barely got out of that range. So again, the Nyx Assassin survives with about 100 HP or so. So, oh well. Still a very good fight for the side of CG. It feels like whenever they're fighting around the Alchemist, it works very well for them. They expect it to be happening, and they just fight around it. They just you know, counter initiate. They make sure the Alchemist doesn't get picked off. And now he has his Radiance completed, so he's going to be in a good position to continue farming and pick up the next big set of items. As the Weaver, you know, he might be a little bit behind, but he still has some way to go. He can farm up these ancient stacks, and all in all, he's still keeping up with the Vengeful Spirit. As long as he's not behind the Vengeful Spirit, it doesn't matter too much. And what I was missing a second ago was actually the Shadow Fiend moving in and getting a Requiem Bomb on the Alchemist. The Sand King is very close to finishing. His Blink will be up in 5 gold, so that is going to be complete. The Weaver, 2,000 gold to go for his Lincoln Sphere. Snowball is coming out now. Let's see, who did they jump on? They get a jump on the Disruptor. Static Storm comes out, keeping the Vengeful as well as the Tusk in control. The Weaver in the meantime is trying to fight up against them. The Shadow Fiend moves in. Borrow Strike is available. Stolen Static Storm comes out on the Sand King, and the Sand King will be taken down, as that is 2 more dead on the side of CG. Very, very nice still from Yappy there. On the Rubik, they swap the Ogre Magi, and he will be the next one to fall. Waller's punch to the face, as the Tusk will bring him to his knees. Alright, the Tusk almost has his mechanism completed as well. The Rubik should be well on his way towards his Blink. Needs about 1,500 more gold. The Nyx Assassin will have his Blink up very, very soon as well after this tower, pretty much. The Vengeful Spirit is trying to go for Shadowblade himself, as, I mean, Shadowblade is never a bad item. You can go for Silver Edge upgrade as well and just be a little sneaky, abuse the enemy's vision, force them to buy more sentries. Now let's see, the Sand King moves in, gets lifted up into the air. Borrow Strike comes out, gives him a little bit of time to work with, and here comes the stun on the Alchemist. The Shadow Fiend gets taken down, the Nyx Assassin is a little bit in trouble. The Dust comes out, trying to give some vision off him. They do have the vision of this Nyx Assassin. They tried to run him down, they tried to follow him. The Alchemist as well as the Weaver's keeping on. They need to continue. The Dust is going to run out very, very soon. Can they get this kill? Nope, not going to be good enough. The Alchemist will have to use that stun on his own face. They still killed the Shadow Fiend as well as the Rubik, and they kept the Sand King alive. So again, they counter-initiated perfectly, and that's again 2,000 gold going to the side of CG. So it feels like overall RQ, they're winning the early game, but they have these small kind of fights that they give away to the side of Clutch Gamers, and all of these small fights is worth 2,000 or 3,000 gold for CG. So that is, you know, all of these gaps that just goes back, you know, they go up and then they go down, they go up and then they go down, they go up and then they go down. So if CG can keep this up, they're going to be in a good position. Sand King goes back in, gets the 2-man power strike off, hits the Rubik. The Rubik is going to be a little bit in trouble, goes for that Stone Static Stone for the last time before dying, and he drops down either way. Nyx Assassin tries to get some damage done onto this Ogre Magi. The Ogre Magi goes for the dust in the meantime. Goes for the Bloodlust on himself, tries to get himself out. Vengeful Spirit swaps onto the Ogre Magi. The Nyx Assassin tries to go in on him. He does get a hit off onto that Ogre. In the meantime, the Alchemist stuns up the Nyx Assassin. The Nyx Assassin will be taken down. 1 more second to go before he can go for the Spike Carapace. He will be killed. That is a dead Nyx. And that is going to be the Ogre and the Disruptor dead inside of... Be that hard to kill as you do a lot of right-click damage. The Vengeful Spirit, of course, is going for BKB next on top of that Shadow Blade. Let's see, in the back lines, the Weaver, again, a little bit in trouble, tries to survive, but they have so many stuns, and they just keep using them. Static Storm comes out, that's a 4-man Static Storm, that's a huge one, the epicenter on top of it all, as the Vengeful, the Tusk will drop down on the side of RQ. They buy back their Tusk, they know they need to take this fight. They just picked up the Aegis on the Shadow Fiend, so they should be able to keep him alive for a long enough time to continue this fight. The Rubik will be taken down next. That is 3 down on the side of CG. The Nyx Assassin tries to get that Spike Carapace done on them, and looks like that is going to be the end of the fight. They keep the Aegis here alive on him. Does have a Sandstorm available, goes for the Sandstorm just to make sure that he doesn't actually steal the Power Strike at the very least. Glimpse comes back, he does have the Sandstorm available, will go for the Sandstorm, will force him to use a little bit of Regen, a Sentry or a Dust or something to get that kill, and they will drop down a Sentry, but a kill is going to be gained no matter what. And the Alchemist now looking for initiation, does have his stun available, but doesn't really get it off. In the meantime, the Shadow Fiend gets self-stunned. Power Strike comes off from the Sand King. In the meantime, the Alchemist is stunned in the backline, so I don't think they can follow up and get this kill on the Shadow Fiend. He will go for Requiem Assault. He will get the kill on the Ogre Magi. He drops down. Weaver, in the meantime, is hiding himself in the trees. He will be able to TP himself out very low. Kinetic Field comes out to cover his retreat, and, well, not the best initiation in the world, but they don't lose anyone.
Got it.
Or they might still use someone yet, as the Alchemist gets jumped on. He does have his ultimate on cooldown for the next 3 seconds. He gets stunned up by the Magic Missile. He does have his ultimate available now. Another Banner Burn comes out from the Nyx Assassin. He goes into his Vendetta from Snowball, comes out on the Ogre Magi. In the meantime, bottom lane, backlines, the Static Storm comes out. The Disruptor does get a good Static Storm off. Dies as well, trying to Spike Carapace. Gets used on the Alchemist in the meantime. The Ogre Magi is already dead. They steal the Acid Spray with the Rubik. Weaver tries to maybe think about going in, but he will have to back greedy purchase. And I guess it makes sense. Yes, the Sand King is still thinking about that Academic Scepter. Considering the Alchemist is still looking for more items. Let's see, what do they find? They go in, they find a jump on that Rubik. The Rubik is going to be scouted, dusted up, and he gets killed easily. Nice little pick off there. The Weaver does have his Desolate items. The Ogre Magi does have a Medallion complete, moving towards a Solar Crest. The Sand King still just banking up gold, sitting on 2200 at the moment. The Icarus got taken down. Shadow Fiend goes in, does a lot of damage to the Disruptor. In the meantime, Static Storm is available. They go for Kinetic Field. Doesn't get the Static Storm off in time though, as the Disruptor ends up dying. Snowball comes out on the Ogre Magi. It looks like he's going to be taken down. Walrus Punch to the face, and that is going to be a dead Ogre as well. Both supports on the side of CG gets taken down. In the meantime, they send Illusions, they send the Weave out, as they want to just try and boost. So we'll see, can Clutch Gamers defend this? Can they do it? There's no BKB on the Shadow Fiend, so they still have the magic powers. They forced out forward the Shadow Fiend. Very nicely done. They keep him in control. Static Storm comes out as well. The Butterfly is doing a lot of work. Not enough, though. He tries to heal up with that Satanic as well. He will be stunned up by the Alchemist. Will be controlled. Half HP, 1/3. Still having the Aegis available, of course. Barkstar comes out. The Shadow Fiend might be a little bit in trouble. He will be burned. That is just the Aegis, though. They need to keep themselves alive. The Alchemist will get the kill on the Vengeful Spirit as well. Respawn on the Shadow Fiend. He might be able to turn around and fight. BKB on that Alchemist keeps him up and running. They go for the epicenter. They get the Shadow Fiend the second time. The Requiem Bombs does so much damage to everyone outside of Clutch Gamers, but they don't die. Only the Sand King drops down. In the meantime, the Nyx gets the Spike Carapace done off onto the Weaver. The Weaver might be a little bit in trouble. Looks like he's going to be taken down by the Snowball off the Tusk. He blinks himself away after killing the Weaver. In the meantime, they chase the Nyx Assassin. He tries to get a blink away, but he gets control. He gets sent back. The Disruptor gets killed by the Nyx. The Ogre Magi are still trying to fight. The Ogre Magi might be killed as well by the Walrus Punch from the Tusk. They get so many kills, and now the Alchemist, no mana, very, very low HP as well. The Sand King comes in. Bar strikes up the Nyx Assassin. Another Spike Carapace. And what the hell is happening? This Nyx Assassin is just keeping everyone here. He's just playing with them. The Alchemist does get a kill on the Rubik in the meantime, and this Tusk and the Nyx, these two players can clap themselves in the back as they made sure a disastrous high ground push didn't know. The Weaver The good thing about the Weaver is obviously you can use the time-lapse on the Alchemist, which is going to be important in the fights, and also just to give him a little bit more survivability, some more stats, and you know, it helps him out. The Disruptor in the top lane gets taken down by the Shadow Fiend. In the meantime, the Nyx Assassin might be a little in trouble. He does survive. The self-stun comes out from the Alchemist. Looks like they're trying to run down this Nyx Assassin. Nyx Assassin turns around, tries to get a jump on the Alchemist. Not going to be good enough though, as the Nyx Assassin will be taking down the Alchemist. Still dropping down very low, but he gets time-lapsed by the Weaver, so that Academ is already paying off. BKB gets popped. He goes in, he tries to focus down the Shadow Fiend. He does have that stun available. The Shadow Fiend will be taken down next as he burns to the Radiance burn. The Tusk will be followed. It gets the shots out, not going to be good enough to survive, and he is going to be the next one. Gets a snowball hit off. The Alchemist goes for his thing, blink away on the Tusk. Glimmer Cape as well. He might be able to survive this. He's going to be burned down, but it's not going to be enough to actually help him. He TPs to the mid lane. In the meantime, the Sand King is going to be fighting a little one-man war. Time-lapse comes out on the Ogre Magic. Will only give him a couple of seconds to work with though, so he's still going to be taken down. In the meantime, the Alchemist goes in from the backline, try to burn down the Nyx Assassin. He will be taken down with that epicenter. They focus down. They try to go for something more. The Sandstorm comes out from the Rubik. In the meantime, the Rubik is going to be run down. They try to focus on someone else. So the stun comes out. The Vengeful gets hit, and the Vengeful will be taken down as that gem on the Weaver showing up and doing a lot of work against that Vengeful Spirit, trying to get a little wrap around and help the Rubik survive, but he ends up dropping down as well. The Tusk in the bottom lane gets gone on as well, and that is another gem dropping down and being given away to the side of CG as they just purchased their own, and now they will have a bonus one as, you know, happy days having an extra gem. And now buyback comes out from the side of RR.QEON. They buy back the Nyx as well as the Vengeful Spirit. They go in. Spike Carapace stun comes out on the Alchemist. Time-lapse comes out to keep him alive, and the Nyx Assassin may have been a little bit too far out of his comfort zone as he gets dropped down again. That is 90 seconds without the Nyx Assassin. This could just be the game ending as the Shadow Fiend, he's doing his very best at fighting up against these heroes. He's keeping the Alchemist at bay. He does have that Crystallis BKB available, so his damage output is insane, but it's not good enough. He's only one person. He gets forced out forward. Swap comes out. The Vengeful Spirit might have to give up his own life to keep that Shadow Fiend alive. The Shadow Fiend will live, but the BKB gets forced out. The Vengeful Spirit drops down again, and he uses buyback the same as the Nyx Assassin a moment ago. Now the Shadow Fiend is going to be the only one surviving. Glimpse comes back on the Shadow Fiend. He gets controlled. He gets stunned up by the Alchemist in a second. Lift comes out on the Alchemist, but he gets a 1 second stun off, and that is going to be the Shadow Fiend burning dead for 90 seconds. No buyback, and RQ, they will lose the bottom set of frags and possibly lose the game as well.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
And CG, the Ogre match, that you cannot play around it. I mean, the Alchemist in the end probably had like, what, 12k gold on him or something like that, banked up. So if they were to back up from this push, if they didn't manage to finish off the throne, then they would have picked up like 3 more Academ Scepters or something like that, and it would have been much more horrible. So GG, well played by Clutch Gamers. It was a very close game. RQ, they were so close to winning the game. They had so many positions where they were far ahead, and it seemed like it would have been an easy game for them to finish. The Nyx Assassin had an amazing game, but in the end...